to create a permanent solution to the algae emergency.
Today, Senator Marco Rubio sat down for an exclusive one-on-one interview with CBS 12's Paul Mueller, who joins us live in the station tonight and in the studio with the senator's call to action. Paul?
John, right after touring the St. Lucie locks and dams, Senator Rubio came here to our studios, and the Republican talked about the devastation and all that work that still has to be done.
Back in the day, Senator Marco Rubio says
that we took it for granted.
A day at the beach, fishing, the only thing possibly in the way, the weather. Not these days, as the toxic algae bloom has the potential to be worse than 2016.
Every year is going to matter.
2016, when algae essentially brought the Treasure Coast to a halt.
So this is sort of the natural progression of decisions that were made about 100 years ago on how to manage water in this state.
Not taking into account the rising population, flooding, and runoff into the lake.
And so now what we're trying to do, though, is to try to restore as much as we can, not just cleaner water, but cleaner water that flows back to the Everglades that desperately needs the water, but do so in a way that doesn't, destroy all the communities in the path.
Rubio pointing the finger at improper funding and a lackluster federal response, though earlier this month, the Senate approved more than $5 million to search for answers.
If you don't do it, then we're operating on a year-to-year budget. You can't do these projects year-to-year. They have to be consistently funded. For me, it's about, this is probably the single greatest threat to Florida right now, and how can you be in office and not address it?
And Rubio, like so many others, says there's really no easy solution, but feels they've done more than anyone else has, especially in the last 2 years. The timetable on all of this, Rubio told me, about 20 years to finish everything. That is, if they stay on track. We'll have more on the interview live at 6. But for now, live in the studio, I'm Paul.